So this is the USS Abraham Lincoln. We are on the O3 level, which is one deck below the flight deck, and we are in the arresting gear space. I like to say that I was the one that started the whole thing.
She was. She qualified for Loretta Lynn's every year. She qualified for Loretta Lynn's before I did, was a top rider locally, just beat all the guys. And up until I was on probably a super mini, she was always faster than me. So she was extremely good. I think all my life, I always wanted to like beat my sister, or she was always just like a little bit stronger than me, a little bit better than me, a little bit smarter than me, still is. And so that was kind of something that I always chased.
And my mom would tell him, hey, once the sun goes down, you're done. One more lap. He's like, me, takes off. You would literally have to go out there and stand in the middle of the track to make him stop riding. To say it was an obsession is probably an understatement.
And it will be Cameron McAdoo reigning supreme in Texas.
This whole silver part right here, this is the ram. So this entire mechanism, there's pulleys on this end. And this entire thing will go this way super fast, stop right about here. That's when all this hydraulic fluid that's in the rest of this cylinder goes down through some piping up. The stem will allow more or less fluid to go through. It will come up into the far end of this cylinder right here where it pressurizes the air that's on this side. There's a floating piston in the middle that kind of stops it all from going too far. And that is how you catch an airplane. We weren't raised to be scared of things and to not fear the things that you can't control. I can't control what happens with him, just like he can't control what happens out here. The only thing that we can do is do our job and prepare to be the best that we can be.
I'm very confident in her, and I'm confident she's doing what she wants to do, and I think that's also probably what keeps her from being worried about me doing a high-risk job as well. What's up across the top of the wall here?
So these are a couple of our mottos. So 4 hanging would be our 4 wires that we have, and 4 banging is our 4 catapults that we launch the aircraft off with. Our other motto is we'll sleep when we're dead, which is sometimes you have to pull an all-nighter to fix some stuff. Usually like 14, 16, 18 at the most is what we're doing now. Yeah, we'll sleep when we're dead, or anytime we get 5 minutes to ourselves.
Whenever she comes back from deployment, there'll be like multiple different pictures that she has on her phone or whatever, and it will seriously just be like her buddy, like right here, like this, just sleeping. That's where I talk about how I have so much respect for what they do.
There's so many moving parts. You have aircraft landing. Once they land, they're turning, getting ready to set up to launch back off, and you just have people everywhere. I'm constantly nervous and have a little bit of anxiety when I'm up there, which I try to tell everybody. If you're not nervous, you're not anxious, you feel fine up here, something's wrong. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to do this for so long and be used to what we do out here. I do want to go 20 years. I'm at 12 years. I just put on Chief or E7. If I stay enlisted, I only have 2 more ranks before I'm completely maxed out at E9.
When Mackenzie's out to sea, I experience it firsthand. Mom does worry.
Look over there.
And I think that's inevitable when your child is on the other side of the world and you haven't had communication with them for maybe 4 weeks, maybe 6 weeks.
No. Are you kidding me?
Mackenzie was supposed to come home September time because I was getting married. 6 months into a deployment, Mom was struggling big time. Right around the end of June, my wife Maddie left to go to San Diego to pick out her wedding dress. And my mom was coming down for dinner, and Maddie called me and was like, hey, I clicked my garage door opener and it didn't work. So I walked outside to open it, and Maddie had Mackenzie. I really still feel that I chase her like as a person. How she does her job, how she approaches life, it's something that I really strive for. That's kind of why she's always been a huge part of my motivation to do my very best.
The funny thing is it goes both ways. Looking at his career and just the way that he's gone about things, the way he treats people, the way that the fans see him, the way that the people in the industry sees him. I'm older, but I also look up to him. So I think that us being so competitive, we're like just trying to be, as good as the other one. And I think that's part of the reason we're so successful.